back to my channel, everyone. So today I am doing a video that is kind of based around spring break and just travel in general. I'm doing my top 5 travel tips for if you are traveling alone. So I often travel alone, coming back and forth between college. So if you've never done it before and you are doing it for the first time in this spring, or maybe, just any time, maybe you're doing a summer program, internships, study abroad, whatever it is, these are my top 5 things. Number 1 is getting a bag that is functional, good enough size that you can take it as one bag and you don't have to carry a ton of stuff. So the bag I carry is from Target, and it is this kind of smaller than a duffel, smaller than a suitcase, but bigger than a tote purse. It has like a leather bottom, so you can set it on the floor and don't have to worry about it getting dirty, and like these good leather straps, and it also has a long strap. Now what I like about this bag is there's pockets inside, but there's a pocket on the outside, which takes me to tip number 2, which is pack planning ahead. So when you get to the airport, you're going to need your boarding pass, your ID, maybe your passport, take your liquids out of your bag, all that stuff. For me, I put my liquids, my passports, my boarding passes. Usually my boarding pass is on my phone, but I'll put my phone in here to go through security and everything. So it's nice because when I have this over my shoulder, it's usually kind of heavy because it does fit a good amount of stuff. I can reach in here and pull out my passport, my gum, whatever I need or want. When it comes to my backpack, I always make sure that there's not anything blocking my laptop, because you're going to have to take that out. Basically make sure that all of your electronics are accessible. Tip number 3 is dress for function, not for fashion. You are at the airport. I don't understand people who go to the airport in heels. Please explain to me why you want to do that to yourself. I always wear shoes that are easy, like these. They're dirty, so please excuse that. But they just slip on and off. They're easy for security. It is way easier to slip these on and off than trying to untie sneakers or something like that. So I recommend getting something like this that's slip on. Or I wear my boots. I can unzip them before I even get to security, like right when I check in at the kiosk, so then I can just slip them off. Number 4 is bring plenty of entertainment. I always have my phone and my headphones because I usually listen to music on the plane, but make sure you bring things like books, coloring books. I always do the crosswords in the magazines on the airplane, but if they don't have things like that, make sure your phone is ready to go, because when you're traveling with someone else, you can talk to them if you get bored. When you're traveling alone, I tend to keep to myself. I'm not a talker in the airport at all. I just like to get where I'm going and get there. So I always make sure my headphones are charged, my phone's charged, my laptop's charged. I have a book, if nothing else, just so I can watch Netflix or YouTube or work on schoolwork if I need to. So yeah, make sure you have plenty of entertainment for your. And my 5th tip is to just be aware of where you're at. Make sure you're paying attention. It's really easy to get kind of caught up in the hustle and bustle of an airport and miss gate changes, miss delays, early boarding, anything like that. So always make sure you are prepared. I always check not only my phone when I get there to make sure that my gate hasn't changed since I checked in, but I also go and look at the board on my way to the gate, make sure it hasn't changed, because sometimes it will change and your app won't update. So make sure you have your app with your boarding pass, or you have your boarding pass printed out, but then also go check the boards and make sure everything is on time and delayed. And if you get delayed, have a backup plan. To recap, have a bag that is functional, that you can get to all your liquids and documentation to easily. Pack plenty of entertainment and make sure everything is charged. 3, plan ahead when you're packing. Make sure you can get to all your stuff, like your laptops, your chargers, your documents. 4, dress for function, not fashion. No one cares what you look like in the airport. Literally, be comfy, be warm, because planes are cold. And 5, make sure that you are paying attention to the boards and always ask airport employees if you don't know. There's always a help desk somewhere along the way. So I hope this quick little video helped you guys out. If you are nervous about traveling by yourself, you can just kind of refer to this as your guide to traveling alone. So it's not that scary, it's really nice, and the flight attendants are more than happy to help, especially if they know you're traveling alone. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.